How did Montana get its name? Put simply, it came out of the mind of this man, Representative James Ashley of Ohio. Ashley was a very persistent man. He had two great ideas. First, he wanted to abolish slavery. He was so anxious that he left home as a teenager and helped many runaway slaves to get to freedom. He also then in Congress wrote the 13th Amendment. Ashley elevated emancipation from the low level of an executive order to the highest level of a constitutional right. Ashley did this. His second and the lesser obsession was to grant the name Montana to some territory in the West. In 1863, he tried to give the name Montana to Idaho, and it passed the House, but it was stopped in the Senate. The senator from Oregon, Senator Benjamin Harding, said on the Senate floor, "The name of Idaho is much preferable to Montana. Montana, to my mind, signifies nothing at all. Idaho, in English, signifies the gem of the mountains." The next year, in 1864, Idaho territory was being divided, and Ashley came back again with the name of Montana for the part on the eastern side of the Continental Divide. Again, it passed the House, and again it was taken to the Senate for discussion. Senator Charles Sumner of Massachusetts this time raised an objection. The name of this new territory, Montana, strikes me as very peculiar. I wish to ask the chairman of the committee what has suggested that name. It seems to me it must have been borrowed from some novel or other. Senator Jacob Howard, who was presenting the House bill to the Senate, replied, "I will say to the senator from Massachusetts that I was equally puzzled when I saw the name in the bill. I was obliged to turn to my old Latin dictionary to see if there was any meaning to the word Montana, and I found there was." Sumner replied, "What was it?" Howard said, "It is a very classical word, pure Latin. It means a mountainous region, a mountainous country." Senator Benjamin Wade from Ohio then intervened. "Then the name is well adopted to the territory." Senator Howard replied, "You will find that it is used by Livy and some of the other Latin historians, which is no small praise." And Senator Wade replied, "It is a name good enough." If Wade had actually gone to the works of Livy, he would have found in the one remaining work by him, Ab Urbe Condita, the History of Rome, in chapter 39, the phrase loca montana et aspera, localities mountainous and harsh. Nobody was proposing aspera for the name of a new territory. 6 of the 50 states have names with Latin forms. Pennsylvania is the Sylvania, the forest land of Governor Penn. Virginia is Virgin Land. Carolina is land dedicated to King Charles II of England, and it split in 1712 into 2 colonies, South Carolina and North Carolina. Indiana means Indian country, and Montana means mountainous country. To check out my video of the Montana State song being sung in Latin translation, click below this screen. The name Montana doesn't have to be translated into Latin because it always is. Even people who don't know Latin and who don't want to know Latin and who hate the very thought of knowing Latin are using a Latin word every time they say the name of the great state of Montana. See you next time for another Montana memory.